Hello everyone, my name is Mustafa Gadah. Today I will talk about schedule management as a last assignment of studying advanced project management taught by Professor Bob Coyce. So let's begin. Time management is very important throughout the process of project management, and it's a main role of the success of project management. Time management. What's project schedule management? So project schedule management includes the process required to accomplish timely completion of the project, which means that project schedule management is the time to finish or to get to the point where we can finish the project. Time management actually is a part of the process of the project management. So as we can see here in the process group, also in the planning and monitoring and controlling, which is so important to control the schedule. And then moving forward to how or what's the benefit of plan a good schedule management. So this process actually, this process of establishing the policies and procedures and documentation for planning, developing, managing, executing, and controlling the project schedule. And then define activities. Define activities is very important to make a good schedule or a good schedule plan. So the process of identifying the specific actions to be performed to the procedure of the project deliverables. And then squeeze activities. Squeeze activities, the process of identifying and documenting relationships among the project activities, which is very important to know what's the real relationship between the first, second activity and go on to the last activity. So let's start with the first relationship, precedent relationship, which is start to start. So as we can see here, task A, task B. In this relationship, task A and task B may start at the same time, but task B cannot begin until the task A has been started. Let's move to the second relationship between activities, which is finish to finish. So finish to finish means that task A and task B may end at the same time, but task B cannot be finished until the task A has finished. Yeah, the third relationship between activities, which rarely used, that start to finish. Start to finish relationship is that task A must start before task B can finish. So as I mentioned, this is seldom used. And then the last relationship between activities, which is very common to use throughout the project process, which is finish to start. So in this relationship, task A must finish before the next task start, which is task B. Moving forward to show like a big example of the relationship between activities, precedence diagram method, PDM. So in this complicated diagram, it's not very complicated, but in this diagram, we can give some example. As we can see here, between activity C to activity D shows a finish to finish activity. And then we can note start to start activity, between F to J activity. Schedule network template. It's very important to make a template for the schedule and make every activity has a clear duration of time. So we have three or four main points of that. That's the mandatory, which is hard logic. So and then we have the available, which is soft logic, so defined by the project management team. And then we have a external, involve a relationship between project activities and non-project activities. And then internal, involve president's relationship between project activities, usually inside project team control. And then the most important part of scheduling or time schedule plan is that work breakdown structure, which show each activity under a category, and that help a lot with keeping the process of the project up to date and be everything on the schedule. So as we can see in this example, so we have a scaling, structure, control, testing, and we have a list under each of these categories. So, and then something is really important in the project management plan as well is that the Gantt chart. The Gantt chart can be made by Project Libre, which is free, available online, or by Microsoft Project, which is Microsoft Project. It's very important is like make the process of the project and the activities in an order, and it can be completed in the time schedule. So this is network diagram, shows that the activities and how can the early start and the late start and late finish or early finish, can that affect all activities throughout the project. Work breakdown structure control is very important throughout the project, and it can be control the cost and organize charts, decision tiers, and accountability. And we can really divide the work breakdown structure to many categories or to really plan the project. And then estimate activity resource. Estimate activity resource is the process of used to estimate the type, the process used to estimate the type and quantities of the resource required to perform each schedule activities. And then estimate activity duration. Estimate activity duration, the process of approximating the number of work periods it will take the complete individual activities with estimate resource. And then develop schedule. Develop schedule. Schedule develop the process of the analyzing activities, squeeze durations, resource to create the project schedule, which is very important. And then develop schedule. Develop schedule is very important throughout the schedule, and we have a main point of that, critical path, method, and then we have graphical evaluation review techniques, and then we have program evaluation review techniques, and they are different, but they lead to the same point. So lastly, control schedule. Control schedule is very important. The process of monitoring the stats of the project activities to the schedule baseline to achieve the plan. Thank you so much for listening.